Hello everybody, thank you very much for finding the time to join us for our webinar today, which is called Preparing for the EU-China Tourism Year 2018, the World Bridge Tourism Project. My name is Prof. Arlt. I'm the director of COTRI, China Outbound Tourism Research Institute, based in Hamburg and in Beijing, and I'm very happy that I can be your host for this webinar. So the World Bridge Tourism Project is funded by the European Union and is organized by the European Travel Commission, ETC, and the European Tourism Association, ETOA, and is of course organized in preparation for the big event next year, which is the EU-China Tourism Year 2018. So in this webinar, we will concentrate on very practical advice, on tips, on experiences from three European service providers from different fields, from different countries, as well as having two Chinese experts who will also share the Chinese view on what is needed to have happy and content Chinese visitors, especially going to new places, doing new things, so that they go home and tell their friends how great it is to have a trip to Europe, and they send all their friends to come to us as well. So before that, I will give you a brief introduction into what has been happening in 2017 until now in the Chinese market, and talk about the main drivers which have influenced the developments both globally and of course concentrating on Europe. So saying that, if you're not in Europe and it's morning for you in America or evening for you in Asia, of course you're also welcome to join us. But as this is a European funded project, we are concentrating of course on Europe here. So the speakers actually include a Spanish company which has a long tradition of selling leather goods, silver and gold and other things, and they will talk how Chinese tourists coming to Toledo, where they are based, are treated by them in a special way. We will also have a China expert from Wallonie, so the southern part of Belgium, talking about their special offers for Chinese visiting the Wallonie, based on long years of experience working with the Chinese market. And the third European speaker will be representing the Lake District China Forum, as an example how networking can also make a region which is not automatically coming to the mind for visitors to a country being not in the center of the country, how through networking you can also be successful in attracting Chinese tourists coming to you. Added to this are two Chinese experts, one from C-Trip, the biggest online travel agency, or OTA, by now one of the biggest tourism companies in the world actually, as well as somebody from the Kaiyuan, so a company which a tour operator based in Europe, a company which has been specializing on doing, beside the usual package tours, a lot of special interest tours, and we will hear about their experiences as well. At the end of the webinar, there will be a question and answer session, so please use the chat function. So if you have this on your screen at the bottom right, you will find there's a way you can send questions. Some of you already sent questions to us before we started, so I have a really long list of interesting questions here, but please you can send questions right now, and we will try at the end to answer as many as possible. Probably we will not be able to answer all of them we have maybe 15 or 20 minutes for that, but I promise that we will answer all of them by email in writing within a few days after the webinar has been concluded. And of course you can also, if you have colleagues who are not able today to join us, but you think they should also see what we're doing, so we will try within a few days also to have the parts of the webinar online, and at the end of the webinar you will get some information where you can find this. Also to look at it again, or to have other people in your company, your friends and colleagues, looking at this.